This book by Fancy Nancy is called My Family History, and it's by Jane O'Connor with the pictures by Robin Preiss Glasser. And ancestors are the people who lived before you in your family, and you will learn more about them in this book. And you'll also kind of associate that with memories, and that's why we're doing this. We are writing ancestor reports in class. Bree is writing about her great-grandfather. He is 90. He was a war hero. So he was a soldier. Robert's great-grandmother is 100. Wow. She came to America on a ship. It almost sank. That sounds dangerous. You are both... Oh, I should show you the pictures a little closer. You are both lucky, I tell my friends. You know your ancestors. All of mine are deceased. That's a fancy word for dead. That night, my grandpa calls. He is coming to visit soon. His grandparents are my great-grandparents. So I ask, were they famous? Did they have adventures? So she would like them to be exciting and adventurous. We'll see if they are. Grandpa says, no, they were nice, ordinary people. Ordinary. That's like plain. I wish I had fancy ancestors. Later that night, Grandpa sends a photo of my great-grandfather. Grandpa's email says, my dad was kind and honest. He only lost his temper once. I broke a teapot and blamed my sister. My dad wasn't upset about the teapot. He was upset that I lied. So, Grandpa liked honesty, which is a good thing. Your dad sounds like a very lovely person, I reply. Reply is a fancy word for answer. I am going to write my report about him. I gather facts from Grandpa. My ancestor had 5 children. He was a bank guard. He liked to fish. He lived to be 74. Do you see all those pictures up there? The next day, I illustrate the cover. Illustrate is fancy for making a picture. Then I start writing my report. It begins, my great-grandpa was a bank guard. That does not sound exciting. So do you think she will make it exciting? I don't know. So I added something extra. Once he stopped a bunch of bank robbers. Yes, that sounds very exciting. Is it the truth, though? Next I write, my great-grandpa loved to fish. Then I added some more exciting stuff. One time he caught a shark. Do you think he really caught a shark? The next day, Clara and Yoko both read their reports. I do not mean to brag, but mine is way more interesting. Where do you think her relatives are from? You see that hat? Maybe from Mexico, because it's hot down there with the desert? Yeah, could be. After school, I tell my parents, on Friday, I get to read my report. My dad says, great, Grandpa is coming on Thursday. He can go to school with you. He's so proud that your report is about his dad. Oh, that's exciting. Grandpa's going to be there. Oh, but remember, she didn't always tell the truth. She tried to make it more exciting. Let's see what happens next. I forgot about Grandpa coming. All of a sudden, my tummy feels funny. I don't think he's allowed to come, I say. My mom looks at me. Of course he can come. Don't you want him to come? Why do you think her tummy is feeling funny? Yeah, because she knows it's not the truth, right? Upstairs, I show my mom my report. I wanted it to be interesting, so I exaggerated. Exaggerate is a fancy word for stretching the truth. Honey, Mom says, you didn't just exaggerate. You made up stuff. That's lying. Lying is not good, is it? Isn't that what Grandpa didn't like? Her or her great-grandpa? Remember the teapot story? I remember the story about the broken teapot. My ancestor would be very upset with me. My grandpa will be too. By the time Grandpa comes, I've written a new report. This time I stick to the plain truth. I write about the teapot. It is an ordinary story, but I really like it. That's good. Isn't that good that she's making it right? She's fixing it. On Friday, Grandpa comes to school. He has brought his dad's top hat. It's a real one, not like the one in my magic set. My great-grandpa loved to get dressed up, I tell everyone. I must get being fancy from him. Yes, the top hat is very fancy, and Fancy Nancy does like to be fancy. These are Fancy Nancy's fancy words. And these are the words in this book. Ancestors, people in your family who lived long ago. You say it like this. Ancestors. Deceased means dead. Exaggerate, stretch the truth. Illustrate, make a picture. Ordinary, plain, reply, answer. If you like Fancy Nancy books, you can get more at the school. I have more. Or you can go to the library when that's open, or check online, or maybe with Scholastic.